In this video, we're going to talk about some of the new REST API requests that are available in Nerdio Manager version 2.9 and later. Let's start out on the settings integrations page. And as always, let's go to our Swagger documentation that is built right into the Nerdio Manager and look at the 7 new API calls that were added in this version. So the first one that we're going to look at is going to be assigning and unassigning of users and or groups to individual host pools. So if we take a quick look at this API call, we will see that we can provide both individual or lists of users, as well as optional app groups to assign these users and groups to. If we do not provide a list of app groups, then the system will automatically enumerate all the app groups associated with the provided host pool and assign the user to all of them. Same thing with unassignment. You're able to unassign users from one or more app groups, and you can do that with groups as well. So that is our first API request. Our second API request that was added in this version is the ability to create and list workspaces. So let's go ahead and search for workspace, and we will see that we now have the ability to create a new workspace with a name. You can see here we can provide the name for that workspace, its location, a friendly name, etc., and that will create a new workspace. And we have a way of listing all of the available workspaces in a particular WVD deployment. Any workspaces that are managed by the Nerdio Manager will be returned by this command. So that is number 2 and number 3. Adding a workspace and listing a workspace, listing workspaces in a deployment. The next API call is adding a new host pool. And I know this is a popular one. We've been asked by many of our customers to provide them with the ability to create new host pools. And happy to announce that we do have that capability as soon as I find it right there. So we have the ability to create a new static host pool. And if you need the host pool to be dynamic, then we have a command that will allow you to convert a static host pool to dynamic host pool, which is then going to allow you to configure auto scaling on that host pool. So create new host pool that's static, convert that static to dynamic host pool, and then be able to create or update the entire auto scale configuration for a particular host pool can all now be done programmatically using the public REST API that's available in the Nerdio Manager. A couple of other new API calls that I want to share with you, and that is the ability to add and list scripted actions. So because scripted actions are becoming such an integral part of deployments of various host pools, session hosts, and desktop images, you now have the ability to both list any currently available scripted actions where you get the ID associated with each one, a unique ID. And then as you're updating various components of the system, you can provide scripted actions by their ID to run during those specific events. And we also now have the ability to programmatically create a scripted action through the REST API. So these are our new REST APIs available in version 2.9 of the Nerdio Manager for WVD. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.